Please, everyone, please be seated. I understand that everyone's giving me a standing ovation at home because I just hit the master rank, but please, you can be seated. You can be, okay, I'll take another bow. Okay, all right, you can be seated now. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. First things first, the reason that I was playing as Ichihime was because I D-ranked from master to expert tier, and to remind myself to stay humble and to stay hungry, I only allowed myself to play as the default character throughout my climb back. However, we are now back in the master tier. I spent like $50 trying to get characters from Kakegurui in Mahjong Soul. I'm absolutely gonna do it. Back to my main, back to the main character. You know I'm serious now. You absolutely know I'm serious now. I'm clicking on the Jade Room button. Here we go. Okay. Oh, of course I'm nervous. I'm not gonna stall anymore. Of course I'm nervous. But okay, here are some things that I'm gonna tell myself. It's gonna be okay. 9 discards in, roughly around 9 discards in. You should just assume that everyone else is in 10 pi. And also, no matter what, even if you lose, we have a treasure trove of game logs to go through now, and to try to learn why, and to try to learn some new strategies, and to try to learn some new like observations about other people's behaviors. Okay. Whew, let's think about this for a second. How many shapes do we have in our hand? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shapes in our starting hand is not great. What's the Dora? It's the 5 of bamboo. I don't really love that. One of our shapes is now stronger, but this is a rough situation. Now, I don't want it, real voice reveal. I don't want it to be the case that now that we're in the Jade Room, I'm just gonna fold 24/7 when I don't have a good starting hand. Although, like, could you imagine though? Like, I think I would literally be undefeatable if I just tossed some, if I threw some of my good tiles early. Like, I understand that keeping these 5s is like an okay sign, but it also feels like a real double-edged sword right now. I'm gonna throw out this 5 because we have our 5 shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not only that, if we draw a 3 here and then a 5 or an 8, like a Dora tile there, this is a Riichi Pinfu opportunity, a Pinfu-tunity, if you will. Sure, 3 9 of circles isn't great, but guess what? Guess what, friendo? We can always call Riichi by discarding one of our 9 of circles later on into the game. Let's take a look around. Player across from us has opened up their hand on an Eastwind. Okay. Doesn't look like they're going for a flush, but you never know. Player to my right hasn't discarded a single circle tile. That's something to think about. Let's give him something to talk about, etc., etc. So, in order of danger, that 2 is the most dangerous tile I have in my hand, followed by this 1, followed by this 9. Or maybe followed by this 9, because again, yeah, it's a little suspicious that the player to my left took so long to discard a single circle tile. I'll join them in hell right now. So what happens here? The dream would be, I don't know, either drawing a Dora or drawing a 3 or a 6 of characters so that we can call Riichi and accept the Dora. Player to my left unfortunately disconnects. Hopefully they come back. No, not like this, dude. I don't want my first game in the Jade Room to be, you know, not null and void, but a little, oh, they're back. Let's go, dude. Okay, 9 seems a little bit dangerous. The 1 should be fine. 1 of characters should be fine here. The player that I'm the most scared of discarding this 1 of characters is the player sitting directly across from me. A crosslord, if you will. But now at that 4 discard, there's a nice little Suji opportunity, a little Suji-tunity. Okay. We also know that the 1 of bamboo is safe for literally everyone else at this table. If I get the chance, if I draw a 3 or a 6 of characters, or if I get the chance to call Riichi, do I call Riichi? Wow, no fear. Discarding the 2 of characters. Okay, all 4 2 of characters are gone, which means that no one can be on a 2-3 weight. And the likelihood that they're on a 3, they're not on a 3-4 weight. They're not on a 3-4 weight, so they could be on a, oh, it's a little rough right now. This is a 0 Han hand. Yeah, right now this hand is not worth fighting for. It's what, a Riichi Pinfu hand with the potential for 1 Dora? I'm not going for it, okay? I'm not freaking selling. And by that I mean I'm not freaking buying. I'm not pushing in this situation. It's way too risky. You're even seeing like the lack of shiny tiles in my hand. That should tell you something. You know what I mean? There's nothing even to make me salivate at the potential idea of going greedy mode, okay? It's a new mode I've decided on. Okay, they hit the sumo. What were they waiting on? 4 of bamboo. That's pretty spicy. They had a 4-7 weight. Riichi, Sumo, Pinfu, Dora, and they hit an Oradora. Okay. A farm to table, all natural Mongon. That doesn't feel that bad for us. It feels bad for the player on our right? Because they're the dealer, so they have to pay the majority of the points, or 50% of the points. Okay, this hand is good. This hand is really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Or maybe I'm finally just starting to understand what Riichi Mahjong is all about. Like, why not discard that 2? Okay, because you could draw a 4. Yeah, but like, there's also like a huge chance that we draw into something else. The point is, this Southwind is going to be a safe tile later, no matter what. Why am I doing this? Well, our hand is pretty... should I not be doing this? We have the opportunity for a 6, 7, 8 mixed triple sequence, and that honestly feels pretty freaking good. Our hand is valueless, as in the only Yaku that we have is all simples, right? That doesn't feel great. I'll tell you that much right now. Okay. 3 of bamboo. We would have drawn it eventually. Now, I'm not a player that typically opens my hand or my heart, okay? Because I've been burned before. Okay. No one pawns the green dragon. That's incredible news for us. Now we have the opportunity to go for a mixed triple sequence as well. Although, if someone discards a 5 in either the circle suit or the bamboo suit, I'm not gonna deny myself the tenpai. I'm not gonna do that. And here's the thing, dude. I think I played this pretty okay. The reason is because keeping this safe tile, like, what's the harm? In fact, it is an incredible, like, oh my god, it's an incredibly strong tile to keep because it is safe and because the rest of our hand was doing just fine, you know? Okay. And now we're in tenpai, waiting for the 5 or 8 of circles. Player to my right has discarded an 8 of circles recently. We can kind of hope on that coming out. Call me Ron Weasley. Call me a Gryffindor first year, the way I be Ronning right now. Holy moly. And we get the mixed triple sequence. We saw the mixed triple sequence. Holy moly. We're feasting. We're feasting. There's okay. That feels pretty good. That honestly feels pretty good. And we have a pair of the East Winds. And we have some shiny. Oh my. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those seem to be the shapes that our hand is gonna end up in. If that's the case, then like, what's the use of keeping that 2? I know I could be playing this a little wrong, okay? I totally understand that. I totally understand that. Oh. Okay, we're 1 tile away from tenpai right now. I'm not gonna con this because we don't need to. I don't want to throw the game into chaos. I don't want to give anyone else a reason to call Riichi. What do we do here? I would pawn the Dora right now. I would legitimately pawn the Dora. Would I download a car? I would download a car. There's tenpai. Tenpai for a 3 or a 6 of circles, and they don't know I have 2 Dora. They legitimately don't know I have 2 Dora. If someone discards the Dora right now, would I pawn it? I don't think I would. I think I would just let the Dora slide and remain in tenpai. You're gonna open up your hand. You don't even know the danger that you're in. I'm feasting right now. I mean, but this is... This was a gifted hand from the heavens. Someone at Yostar, the company that makes Mahjong Soul, handpicked those tiles for me. Not really. I don't know anyone at Yostar, but like, whoa! What are these opening hands, dude? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I know that we have 5 shapes, so we could technically keep that red dragon around, but the 5 shapes in our hand aren't necessarily great, and if we draw like a 5 of characters or a 7 of characters, I would much rather throw this away so we have the chance to go for all simples as well. The 3 and the 6, I mean, I don't really love this. Again, I don't know why I'm saying this. Maybe it's because I have a how do you say this? Low self-esteem. I know I'm probably not playing this perfectly, but also like I don't think I'm making any huge blunders right now. Okay, I mean that strengthens one of our shapes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then our 5th shape, our pair is probably gonna be this 6 of bamboo. It's tricky. Okay. Player across from us, unfortunately, slams the like and subscribe button. We draw some gas immediately following that. I don't have any safe tiles that I know for sure are safe. I literally have to do this. I understand that it's like there's no guarantee that either the 9 of circles or the 8 of circles was safe. I'm gonna... Oh... It passes. I was like, what? I have no information right now. Other than the fact that they don't have a 6-7 weight. I'm not freaking leaving this time. Oh my God. I mean, don't get me wrong. Really lucky hands. Absurdly lucky hands that we've gotten this game. Extremely flavor blasted Doritos. Extreme fruit by the foot sour flavor. Extreme luck. I mean, it feels good though. It feels good. That ridiculous, right? What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so technically we have 5 shapes. I should probably be tossing this 3 maybe. Our 5 shapes are not very good. So what do we need to draw? We'll keep this 9 as a safe discard for later. We need to draw a 1, a 9, or a west wind. None of those seem that likely. Plus, I don't think anyone's gonna discard the Dora unless they really want to go for their hand. Like their hand is in a great position or something. I mean, 7, 8, 9 mixed triple sequence is another way to make this hand go. Pawn this, throw this down, go for the half outside hand. A little too spicy for me. A little too spicy for me. Because if I pawn the 9, right? And I go for the half outside hand, there would only be 1 9 of bamboo remaining. Oh, it doesn't feel great. But 7, 8, 9 mixed triple sequence. The dream is still alive. The dream is definitely still alive. I mean, if that's one of the few ways that we're gonna win with this hand, then we might as well like mosey our way towards it. Keep some safe tiles to discard later. Dude, I think I'm good at Mahjong now. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. So the reason that I can do this is because we're pretty close. We're 1 away to Tenpai right now. And if we need to fold, if someone calls Riichi, I'm also really not paying attention to the discards right now. It's a bad habit. Player to my left has not discarded a single circle tile. Player to my right has not discarded a single circle tile either. But like the 1 of circles is pretty inauspicious, right? Okay, I could be dealing into someone with this hand, with that discard. Okay, player to my left, placing a high premium on. Okay, all right. Fair enough. Fair enough. A fast all simples hand. Fair enough. Fair enough. The 3 Han, you know what? I should have been paying a little bit more attention to the discards. That's on me. That's on me. But I also feel like we did not play that hand super terribly. 2 copies of the Dora, no album out. Okay, that's really good. So what is this? I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to get rid of this 8 early. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure because... Oh, this hand is bad though. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 shapes, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like I'm a sergeant at boot camp. This is one of the sorriest looking hands I've ever seen in my entire life. You make me sick. There's no good way to pilot this hand. Like, I mean, that's wrong. There is a good way to pilot this hand. There's obviously like the most efficient way to pilot every single hand. Okay, a pair of the red dragons. Suddenly, Seymour, you're standing beside me, handing me a Yakuhai that I've been waiting on my whole life. Now, if someone drops the Dora or the Westwind, do I just pawn it? Player to my left doing some thinking. I don't know if that means they're in Tenpai. I don't think that means they're in Tenpai, but you never know. Wow, okay, they're willing to discard some good tiles too. Some Gucci main tiles as well. Maybe they're just going for a flush in the bamboo suit? Not sure, but there's the green dragon. Oh. I mean, this is our weakest shape. I know that they could be going for bamboo tiles, but they discarded a 3. Doesn't look like a flush. We need to get rid of one of our other shapes. Okay, this is a little bit too spooky for me. I don't think I can get rid of this 3-5. I think if anything, I get rid of this 2-3. Like the chances that they have a half flush or something along those lines. I mean, this is really aggressive. It's not how I usually play. Maybe I should be a little bit more careful. Because making these kinds of calls is not how I would usually play Mahjong. I don't like restricting my hand. This to get into Tenpai, but it's one of the riskiest discards of all time. I don't want to get into trouble, okay? I don't want to get into any trouble with my own sample size, okay? Yusong large enough sample size Liu, like, does not want to fall victim to Yusong, the human player, or rather vice versa. I don't want to make any discards where like my behavior over a long, large enough sample sizes to be regrettable. Like, I feel like this is an okay situation. It's an okay Tenpai to be in. The Westwind is extremely likely to come out if someone draws it. Red dragon, white dragon, 2 Dora. That's 4 Han right there. But I think because we have so many triplets, yeah, it's big mini points. And there's the farm to table Mangan. I mean, kind of we're running away with it. So let's be honest here. It's South 2. Do you know where your children are? We should be playing defensive Mahjong. Here I go playing offensively though. We should be 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 shapes in our hand. I'm gonna call. I know it's probably not good, but this is a really, I mean, it's not 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We still need something in this hand. Well, if we draw a 5 or a 7 of characters, we'll actually be pretty happy to see it. And now we fold. And now we absolutely fold. We have no information. This is a 3rd turn Riichi. I have a feeling though that like that 8 discard means that the 9 is not safe at all. Sure, the tile that they're waiting on could be very far away from the 9, but like, I just don't trust it. Okay, it was far away, but you know what? We had no information there. They had a 1-4-7 weight, a 3-sided Pinfu weight, and they hit the Ipatsu. That's gonna hurt for sure. But we still have room to play defensively here and still make it out of here alive. This is not the hand that you want to see though. Not the hand that you want to see. I'm discarding the Eastwind early because the East player is the player that I least likely want to have a win. So I don't want to give them the time to amass two of these east winds, you know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 shapes in our hand. It's not looking great. The honor tile is okay. I mean, there's a Yakuhai. Why? I get the sense though that this is a very dangerous hand. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. There is a world where we just don't go for this hand. Because why? If someone calls Riichi now, we are boned. We are utterly boned. We have the only safe tile that we have is 1. And sometimes, of course, sometimes you have to not consider defense so much and just go for offense. But you also, like, I think a good Mahjong player thinks about their exits. Thinks about their exit strategy. Call me a investment banker. Oh, we draw a good tile too. You know what? No, I can't do it. I can't do it. They're folding, I'm folding. The 8 is probably safe due to Suji reasons. Oh. 5 is definitely safe. We just want to get to the end of this round. Genuinely, we just don't want to deal into whatever monstrosity this player could be holding. No Dora are on the board right now. Very, very scary. So, oh, okay. I should have been paying a little bit more attention. The 3 was 100% safe, where the 8 was like 90% safe, I would say. Okay. Can we get into Tenpai though? I would love to get into Tenpai. Okay. I would love to get into Tenpai, and it's actually possible with this hand. Unfortunately, again, the reason that I smelled the danger from this hand is for this exact situation. If someone calls Riichi, like we are utterly destroyed. Okay, the player to my right, playing a little desperately, playing in 4th place. They discard the Northwind and they run off of it, dude. The 7 pairs 2 Dora hand. Oh my God, they're gonna kill the player to my right. I'm not playing another. I'm not re-queuing in the East round for the Jade Room. I might do an East round in the Gold Room, like a coward, like a true coward. Okay, we gotta go into the logs, dude. The logs are. Come on, call me Abraham Lincoln. The way I'm loving these logs. So. First round was a sumo. There was nothing that we could have done about it. They sumo. They called Riichi on a 4-7 weight. Yeah, they actually didn't give us a lot of information here. So the 1 is kind of like half Suji to the 4. We don't know they don't have a 2-3 weight, but they could have a 5-6 weight. And so the 4 is not necessarily safe. They draw the 4. It's a pretty strong hand. There's nothing really that we can do about it, right? Yeah, it's a sumo. Okay, I run this round. Player to my right discards the 8 of circles. Right. Because I was like, oh, this is a mixed triple sequence hand. I was like, an 8's been discarded pretty recently. It might give the false impression that it's safe. Okay. Would I have done the same if I was in their situation? Yeah, absolutely. The 8's burning a giant hole in my hand. This hand I won because God decided to come down from the heavens and kiss me on the forehead. Wow, they're keeping the south wind. They're going for the half flush. Okay. Yeah, okay. Would I have done the same? Probably. I don't even think that they're playing that badly. They want to get rid of the more dangerous tile first. Unfortunately, my hand was just a little too fast. That's nuts. I dealt into this one. I dealt the 6 of characters. Someone was in Tenpai. Player to my left was in Tenpai. So is my suspicion true that people pawn and cheat just to get into Tenpai? Or if that's just like something extremely likely. So they pawn here, and then they discard a 5. Ah, okay. So that's something that we can notice, right? Because I think Dana Chiba, unofficial sensei, was like always pawn to get into 10, or always called to get into tenpai. If the hand is valid, you know? So every time someone pawns, we can, if we need to, we can look at that tile that they discarded right after and be like, okay, maybe there's something around there that's dangerous. Okay, good tool to have, good tool to have. Do I deal in again? No, this is East 4. This is East 4. I deal in. Someone deals into me. Someone deals into me. Let me relive this yummy, yummy moment. Okay. They discard the West Wind. One's already been discarded, but it was too early on. I mean, it was the first tile. Nah, this hand was amazing to win. This hand felt amazing to win. Did I do anything weird with this hand? I kept my honor tiles, but the honor tiles just kept coming. And I was scared that this was a half flush, but I guess there just wasn't enough information. If they had gone a little bit more aggressive on their discards, maybe we could have made that read. Not sure. I mean, that was a great one to win. Don't get me wrong. Okay. That was the round that we just looked at. I sincerely apologize. And then there's the Riichi, and then someone deals in. Yeah, I mean, that's amazing. This is amazing. What happened here? When did they decide to keep this Northwind? Wow! Since the beginning. Since the frickin' beginning, they kept the Northwind, even after one was discarded. They cut the 5, right? Dude! Yeah, so for 7 pairs, you want to cut like good tiles, as in like, no one's gonna deal into you with a 5 later on, right? Because that's really scary. You want to be waiting on 1s and 2s. Like, imagine if you drew a Northwind there, you would have been happy to have like 1 copy of the 1 or 1 copy of the 2. You know what I mean? Okay, good games. I mean, great games. Are you kidding me? I'm cracked. I'm kind of cracked with it. Okay, a really quick cooldown East table, because I don't want to make the video too short. I mean, I hope you're enjoying it. I'll ask you for the like and a comment now. Of course, and a subscribe even. Okay, the hair's a little wonky today. I can't really get it under control. It's because it's raining and very humid, I think. I'm not sure if that's the actual case. Hey, what the heck? Wasn't everyone doing the, you know, play as the default character as some sort of unnecessary emotional penance until they got back into the master rank? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 shapes in our hands. If that's the case, we maybe want to do this, because this is our weakest shape. The way that we can improve this is that we could draw a 6 of bamboo, but it kind of cannibalizes this 4-5 shape, right? Okay. This is not that bad either. So this is a 4-6-8 shape. Or if we draw the 7, we can even cut this, and there's a world where we go into all simples. I don't know why I spoke that like, hey, little Tony, I'm going to all simples, but there's a world where we go into all simples. That world might be this world. Let's cut this. We can even now open our hand if we wanted to. Cut the 9, cut the 1 to try to get into a tenpai like that. Okay, here's the thing. This is still a 4-6-8 shape, so we can kind of accept the 5 or the 7 here. Not kind of. We can absolutely do that. The scary... Dude, I now fear all simples. I now fear... You'll keep in mind that, you know, in my Mahjong tutorial, I was like, to learn the game, just go for all simples. Like, just try to win with all simples for your first few times. Don't look at anything else. And then you can start doing like, oh, Eastwind if you're in the East round, or any of the dragon triplets. Like, of course. And then, but now I'm scared of all simples, because if people are, if someone calls Riichi, you got nothing, you have no safety, especially in early Riichi. Oh, this is a little gross. I guess I'm going to take it. And this is still a Riichi Pinfutunity if we get the 3-6 or a 5-7 here. Excuse me. Actually, no. We need to finish this shape first. 3-4 is actually kind of sick, but we do need a pair. Player to my right was willing to cut a door early on. They've discarded nothing but like honors and terminals though, except for that 2. They haven't discarded us. Whoa, okay. Okay, they cut the 5 of circles. This could be a flush for the circle suit. It could be that. It could, okay. Some circle tiles are revealing themselves to be safe. I was gonna cut the 8 anyway because it's Suji to that 5. Not super scared, but they did cut the Dora early, and that's, you know, something to be feared. I'm even thinking with this hand, like I don't know if I necessarily want to call Riichi here. Okay, 2 we know to be safe. I'm gonna keep the 8 around. 8 seems to be very safe for sure. Player to my right is thinking about something. They slam the Riichi button. This, if you'll recall, is a no Han hand. This is not even in Tenpai. So we are not gonna fight for this hand. We are going to live another day. Of course, it sucks. It absolutely sucks if the player to our right sumos and they get a huge hand. Absolutely, it's terrible news for us. However, there's nothing we can do about that. Let's live to fight another day when our hand is much more valuable. Green Dragon is probably safe. They would have to be on a single tile hell weight for it not to be. We probably could have cut that last round to have a better chance at staying into Tenpai, but you know what? That's okay. I mean, I can put my money where my mouth is. It's probably safe. They sumo it anyway. Luckily for us, it doesn't look like a huge hand. Riichi, sumo, pinfu. A 3 Han hand, 2,700. We have to pay a little bit more than the other players, but we are not out of it. Not by a long shot. Of course, the East table, like the East round is scary because again, the rounds go so quickly that you barely have time to catch your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have all 5 shapes, but the shapes do not look good because this shape is extremely weird. Is there any merit to keeping this? I'm not sure that there is. If I'm going to be completely straight up with you, call me Paula Abdul. There's a 4-6. Okay, I guess so. I mean, the 6-7-7 is pretty strong. So I can kind of like whittle down my hand like this. I'm not sure if cutting the 4 and then this 9 is a great idea. Oh, that 1 is not that helpful too. Also, it's dangerous because it's close to the Dora. What am I drinking? The sweetest peach black tea you've ever heard in your entire life. You've ever seen. Okay, I want 2 pairs in my hand, not necessarily 3, because 3 is a little bit awkward if we're gonna keep our hand closed, which we definitely are. Yusong, how do you know that 3 is gonna be awkward if you want to keep your hand closed? Well, it's because unofficial sensei, unofficial teacher, Dana Shiba in Riichi Book 1 told me so. Yeah, 3 pairs is fine if you're gonna open your hand. Like if you have a pair of the white dragons, a pair of the 7s, a pair of the 1s, that's great. You can pawn the white dragons and then still have 2 pairs. That's awesome. 6-7 is strong enough as a shape on its own. I guess I'm gonna. This is a weird hand. It was a very awkward hand. Looking at the discards, is there anything that I would have wanted to keep in my hand at this point? I mean, I guess keeping the 4 and the 9, like those aren't terrible. Okay, back to our 2-pair homeostasis. What do we have to discard here? Well, the 5 is spicy. As time goes on, the 5 becomes, it's marinating. It's becoming spicier and spicier. Player to my right slams the like and subscribe button. Fine, so be it. The safest tile that we have currently is the 6 of circles, because we know that they're not on a 4-5 weight, and because of that 9 discard, we know that they're not on a 7-8 weight. They could be on a single tile weight or a pair or something zuzzy like that. But there's nothing we can do about that. Oof. Baboof. I think I know that. Oh. So, yeah. Yep. Because the Dora was the 3 of bamboo, they were incentivized to keep it. So the likelihood that they had a 2-3 is slightly higher than normal. Yeah, it's painful. I would describe that as a painful loss. But there was nothing that screamed safety in our hand. Was there another honor or terminal we could have discarded? If that was the case, then that's genuinely my bad. I could have missed something there. Let me know in the comments if there was something that I missed there. Again, timestamps are really appreciated as well. Holy moly. Holy moly. Okay, three pairs is good if you want to open your hand, which we definitely do with this hand. These are our 3 pairs. Okay. Eastwind looking like it's going to be a safe tile later. Sure. I guess one of these 5-7s is going to be thrown to the wayside. We don't know which one yet. Do we pawn the 1 of circles? I'm not sure we pawn the 1 necessarily. Dude, I'm going sicko mode. I don't need these good tiles. I have too many shapes in my hand. Look at me. Why? It's like that stock photo of the guy holding all those limes. Why can't I hold all these limes? Okay, punished. Okay, that's pretty punished. Yeah, that's pretty punished. What do we do here? I mean, we could end up in a situation where in for a 10. That's not great. Would love to chi a 5 or a 5 or an 8 now. Maybe I got overconfident, a little highway blindness, but you know what? Literally, this was our first day in the master tier. Let's not draw all of our life conclusions based on like 2 games, right? Unfortunately, our hand is taking a little bit of time. That's okay. That's okay. Our hand can go at its own pace, but at the same time, we do have to be careful about the other players at the board right now, especially with that red 5 discard. That's extremely spicy. We do know that we have 2 of the Dora. Okay. Not 2 fedoras, mind you. 2 of the Dora tile. Player to my right is thinking about something. Ah, they cut an 8 as well. That's terrible news because I really want to get rid of this 7. If they're in Tenpai and sitting in Dama-ten, they're a great player. Because I really need to get rid of this. They open their hand. There was a world where I pawned that. Have I lost my mind? Have I lost my mind? 1 slow-ish hand and it's destroyed me psychologically? 1 slow hand in the Emerald City and it's destroyed me psychologically? Excuse me? Okay, the 7's safe. This 7, I don't know. There's 3 5s on the board. The likelihood that they have there's the 7 discard. It passes. Wowzers. Dude, frick this. We're in like a million bazillion for a 10 right now. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna get rid of the 7 and the 5 because hilariously I know that it's safe. So the scariest version of the hand sitting next to me is a half flush in the character suit or a full flush or something like that. They've only discarded 1 character tile and it's the red 5. Would they do this though if they had a half flush? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. If you look in the discard pile, you'll see the remains of my hopes and dreams. Because it's just a bloodbath in here right now. I can't, dude. I can't. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get rid of these 8s though. I can't get rid of this 4 of characters. It's way too spicy right now. It's way too spicy. I can't. The way that we could have gotten into Tenpai is by cutting this 4. I cannot cut the 4. 10 tiles left. So true, bestie. So true. Character tiles are so spicy. Not punished. Holy moly. 4 of circles. Have you come to forsake me as well? 8 of characters. So they didn't even have a half flush. They just happened not to discard a lot of character tiles. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, I would like to get out of this bucket of syrup if you wouldn't mind. This is a hand that can do some stuff. A 1-on hand. That's okay. Maybe a 2-on hand if we pick up a Dora. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have all 5 shapes. So it doesn't hurt us necessarily to keep some of these tiles for speculative purposes. I'm even gonna keep the green dragon. We need a pair for this hand. That's the next item on the docket. Pair would be really nice here. Don't get me wrong. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna keep all my options open. We have one too many shapes right now, but there's so many tiles that we can accept into our hearts right now. There's our pair. Okay, and then what's next on the chopping block? This 8-9 shape is the weakest shape in our hand, and it's superfluous, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are probably gonna be our 5 winning shapes. Okay. 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence, maybe in this hand, maybe. Okay, never mind. That dream is dead. Bamboo tile is looking a little bit more dangerous to discard, so we might as well discard our circle tiles. At least we know probably these two players aren't going for circle tiles. It's barely a read, but it's a read nonetheless. Again, really hoping to draw. Oh, that's beautiful. So now we're in Tenpai. Here's the thing. Call me a student in high school who's looking to supplement my learnings because I'm going to Khan Academy. If I draw another white dragon, I'm slamming that Khan button. Absolutely I am. Absolutely I am. We're in Tenpai. We could get the after the Khan Yaku, and we need a comeback right now. We need like a bigger hand. We could use another Dora. Okay. Green dragon's not what we need. At least we know what we need as well. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you're just so lost in the sauce, you have no idea what you need. We know what we need. Another white dragon would be nice. A copy of the Dora to run off of would also be nice here. I'm gonna keep my hopes alive for the 3 and the 6. Because the 3, again, there's so much value in drawing the Dora. It's another 1,000 points. And I think, yeah, it's whereas there would only be like 2 copies of the 4 and 2 copies of the 7 left. There's 4 copies of the 3 and 4 copies of the 6 left. Gives us way more options. People playing defensively around this. These 4s were after I discarded my 4, so, you know, draw your own conclusions. 8 is not something that we need here. Again, drawing another white dragon would be chef's kiss right now. Player to my right, doing some weird stuff, not discarding any character tiles after their first discard of the 2 of characters. Okay. 6 is strangely safe to this person because of that 3 and the 9 discard. Let's see. I wonder if other players are folding right now. I don't think so. I mean, they're playing pretty safe. It wouldn't be surprising if one of these players was going for a 7 pairs hand. Right? Because like I dropped a 4 and they dropped a 4 and they're like, oh, there's 2 4s gone. Can't go for that. And then there's like 2 2s gone. So they were like, oh, can't go for that. I don't know. It wouldn't necessarily surprise me if one of these players was doing a 7 pairs hand. So we got to be a little bit careful if someone calls Riichi. I think our Suji reads would not be as helpful here. Hurts, but we got to discard the 5 to stay in Tenpai. Unfortunately, despite the overwhelming number of outs that we have not drawn the 3 or the 6 yet. Also, this is going to be such a long video. Holy moly. Okay. Player to my right, cheese. But again, this is one of those late game cheese where I'm like, they could have a not valid hand. You know what I mean? And they're just cheating to get into Tenpai. You never know. They make use of their 5, 6, some pretty dangerous tiles. Yeah, that hurts. That definitely hurts. Are you kidding me? You discard the Dora after they called Riichi and it's late into the game and I get their Riichi stick? Are you nuts? This was a bonkers move. I don't know if they disconnected. I don't know if they misclicked or something. That was a bonkers move. Do not do that. Friends, come on. We cannot be doing that right now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 shapes in our hand. Can't afford to be too greedy with these honor tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I want a redeal? I don't I mean, I like my hand. I don't love my hand. So if we want to deal all 4 north winds and get a reshuffle going on, I think I'd be okay with that. There's another north wind. All right. Okay. I'm not going to choose that. I'm not going to choose to read that as a sign from the heavens. That was just something funny that happened. A 2 of characters draw would be nuts here. 4, 5, 6 is also not a terrible draw either. Okay. What's redundant here? I mean, here's the thing. I want to keep this 2 and this 8 around, but again, if we just draw a 7, those 2 shapes are finished. So we're gonna need to count on some good draws right now. Holy moly. 1 tile away from Tenpai. Unfortunately, we can't guarantee Pinfu here. Like if we draw a 2 here, single tile wait. If we draw a 7 here, single tile wait. I would still slam an early Riichi though. What could be better for our hand? First we draw a 3 of circles. Then I cut this, and then I draw a 2 of characters, and then I cut this. Oh man, that's rough. It's gonna be hard to navigate this hand into a Pinfu tunity. Okay, wait, hang on. Does that change stuff? Yeah, it does, because now we can do 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. Player to my right, Sumo's a giant hand apparently. I wonder why they didn't call Riichi there, but of course, if you have enough for a Hanemon, you don't necessarily have to call Riichi. We're really fortunate in that we weren't sitting in the dealer's seat right there, because now we're in 2nd place. Luigi wins at Smash by doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, that was incredible. Okay, a really fortunate turn of events for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 shapes in our hand. They're good. They're great shapes. I could kiss these shapes on the mouth. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not going for the win here. I would literally need a Yakuman in order to win, and even a Yakuman doesn't necessarily get us there, which is so funny. Okay. I mean, 3 concealed triplets? What is this? What is this hand, dude? What is this? Okay. Okay, we don't need any of this. Sorry, I'm speaking very quietly. So if we draw, the perfect draw would be the 6 of characters here. We call the Riichi button, and we have a 3, 6, 9 weight. That feels pretty good. A 3-sided weight. And one of them's a terminal tile. You gotta love that. Even if we draw 3 of characters, that would be good for us as well. I should be getting rid of this, but I suppose with that 5 of bamboo discard, we know that this is also fairly safe, or at least decently safe. Dude, I think I'm gonna get rid of it because this has to be our pair. Yeah, I should have gotten rid of that way earlier. Who cares if we get a 5, 6, 7 sequence, dude? This has to be our pair. A 5, 6, 7 actually doesn't help us that much. 6 of characters, please. Okay, there we go. Slamming the Riichi button. Sure, some 3s have been discarded. Nothing we can do about that. This is the only way we win though, and it might bully the other 2 players into playing safe. Player across from me hasn't discarded any circle tiles. I guess we should be a little bit scared. Player to my left had discarded a 5 of bamboo, but also a slew of garbage. So, okay, it's not necessarily a perfect play here. Oh, also, yeah, no, this is bad. So, because we called Riichi, we are no longer in 2nd place. Because of our 1,000 point wager, we are in 3rd place. That does not feel good. Don't call me the gorillas the way that this is not feel good ink. All right. I was so scared that 6 of circles was going to send us into the shadow realm. Player to my left chases my Riichi. Maybe it was their only chance to win as well. Maybe. Bated breath. 9 of characters also passes. Was a dangerous tile. Was a live tile for sure. I'm watching just as stressed as you are right now. I'm clenched up. 3 of characters. Okay, no 3 of characters. 4 of bamboo. Westwind, at least we're drawing a safe tile. So what happens here? If we both get an exhaustive draw, I think the game still ends. Ah! It's not over. They're the dealer. It's not over. But now we need a huge hand to win this. So, all right, friends, we're in for it. We gotta get a huge hand somehow in here. Now, if we con, we con. If we get the opportunity, I think we definitely call it. We just want some chaos right now. Like, call me Shadow the Hedgehog. Am I right? 7 pairs, maybe we have 3 pairs. This is a really tough situation, although I do think that we just got like extremely unlucky this round. Frick it, Riichi 7 pairs, right? Either that or like Riichi 4 concealed triplets. Like, we need a huge hand to win this. 9 is a great tile to draw right now. Also, full outside hand. There's some options here. There's some options, especially if we draw a 3 of bamboo. That'd be kind of nice. Okay, half outside hand. The hand becoming marginally less outside as we speak. Okay, fair enough. If we're going, we need a huge hand. So Riichi 7 pairs is 2 Han. Ipatsu or Sumo would be 4 Han. That's 8,000 points. If we get a direct hit, maybe we can make some magic happen. I don't know, dude. Oh. So the white dragon is also not helpful in this situation. Going for 7 pairs though hurts me in my core. I don't like 7 pairs, man. Okay. What's next on the chopping block? I think this 3 or this 7. I still want to be waiting on. Just kidding. This 8 is never getting completed. 4 would also leave us in Furiten. F stands for 4 and for Furiten in this case. Okay, 1 away from Tenpai. Draw me a 9. A 9 of characters is literally impossible. I mean, not literally, but extremely unlikely. Draw me a 7 of circles. Please. The 7 of circles was just discarded. Oh no. I don't know if I'm getting into Tenpai, friends. Oh no. But we have to do something. And our hand had no value to it whatsoever. Thor is the red dragon. Anyone could have a triplet of the red dragon right now. It's terrifying. Yeah, it is very scary. Winning 1st place in the Jade Room, getting 4th place in the Gold Room. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. Okay. 9 is actually a really nice tile to draw right now. This player, I don't know if this player has garbage or what. They've only discarded character tiles. Maybe they're just folding because they're in 1st place. Player across from me has like a good hand. Player to my left hasn't discarded a single circle tile until just now. That's the Dora. Balancing offense and defense here with that 9 of bamboo discard. I mean, if I get the chance to call Riichi, I'm gonna call Riichi. Okay, fair enough. Guess I'm playing a little safe. Because why risk it for the biscuit, etc., etc. No, not the sumo. Oh. It's literally me, but stronger. It's literally me, but stronger. Literally the hand that I needed to get back into this game. At least we didn't get into the negatives. At least we I don't want to talk about it. One of the longest videos of all time, no doubt. Yeah, I'm still gonna go back into the logs, dude. I'm so salty. I'm like, how could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. Sumo, and then I dealt in. Delta 1. Right, they called Riichi like a turn ago. Right. Was there anything else that I could have discarded here? 1 is spooky, dude. It's too close to the 3 that they called Riichi with. Could have broken up a triplet. That seems to be the prevailing wisdom. Like, could have broken up the triplet, but we didn't know. If they discarded a 9, what's the best case scenario for them? They had like a 7-9. They drew a 6. Now it's a 6-7. Okay. Yeah, this 7 seemed decently safe. This was discarded before they called Riichi, by the way. So, all right, yeah. I don't know. Breaking up a triplet and like making that read would have been helpful here. Discarding the 1, yeah, it feels bad. It feels pretty bad. Okay, Sumo, and then Iran. Right, this person, did they discard the Dora? Yeah, they discarded the Dora after they called Riichi. Were you in Tenpai? You were in Tenpai. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I know this is a Pinfu red 5 hand. That's not worth it, dude. And there's a Riichi stick on a table? No, absolutely not, because you just gave me a ton of value. Okay, there's the Sumo, and then I dealt into a monster hand here. I called Riichi. 3-6 weight. Dude, I think that this was just unlucky. This player then chased my Riichi. With a 5-8 of circles. This is not... Tell me in the comments, I need to be validated right now. Are you kidding me? The 8s are all gone. Your 4 winning tiles are a 5 of circles. And this is Pinfu. You could have just sat in Damaten in case you drew a dangerous tile. And I cannot believe that no. Oh, of course. The player across had 3-6 of characters. Okay. And of course this person didn't draw like a dangerous tile. Okay, fair enough. I mean, what can you do about that? We just got blasted right there. And then the person across from us sumos with, you know, the big hand that we needed. All right, well, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. Not only does it help out the algorithm, it helps out me a lot. I love reading them. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more new videos every day. I stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on Twitch. You can find that link in the description, and I hope to see you there. You can also join us in the Discord if you want to hang out and chat. Until next time, please take care of yourself, and please be kind to yourself, okay? All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye.